finale of Borderlands 3. It's time to take down a bug. Smack his face in. Let's do it. I hate you. The main thing with this is just, I might switch to Chaos actually. Or Breath of the Dying or something like that. See if I can do like more damage than I already am. So the main thing with this is just pepper him. And then when he does like his move like that, you just also just arch you. Boom. Does like that, just run. Try to run to the hills. Pepper him again. Get into your back. Just damage control. Glad I killed them when I did this sort of stuff. Where they were both airborne? Oh, holy shit. So much. Come on, man. Yeah, that's the main thing we have to be wary of, is making sure we're running fast enough. So it's like, armor, like, come on now. Gotta wait until this marker thing comes off. At least I had learned how to dodge it. I should get dodge it in the back. It does so much more damage. It's the only problem. Luckily, once he's done with this spit fest, piece of shit. Come on, man! I dodged all those. Come on. I lost my shield. Flawless shit. Learn to land first. Just as a I hate the airface so much. You. Right. Come down here and fight me like a. Got him on my... He's gonna start doing sort of stuff. The thing is, he's now fire. You can actually be vulnerable to fire information. So that's the most. Start doing massive things like that. Just gotta make sure you don't step into two.
Another one down.
That's good. That's good that we got one of them rats. At least we got a second. Let's try to jump on the ones here. Let's see what happens. For me, it's not heavy. Self-infinite grenades. What are the grenades are? I assume. Ooh, I saw that. I saw that thing. Yeah, it's partly gotta be because the mech gives you motion. You gotta be cautious with it. I was a jet.
Let's get it over with.
That was that. Die, you stupid. Why? Why did you have to show me? Why'd you have to show up in front of me, you piece of garbage? Jack.
Opening up a finely aged cask of whoop-ass.
Stay there more, but I kind of forced it. There we go, we got him. Yeah.
I'm on a freaking roll.
So this is what they drop relics here. So gives you best one to get is nice Spain. Lucian's call. Alright, let's see if Borderlands 3. Final thoughts on the game. The stories of most of this is very forgettable. Like, there's too much millennial humor in this game to be even remotely satisfying. To like, it's always forced. It's always not very good, and I kind of wish they doubled back on that sort of stuff. I know they did it in General Knox as a way of like trying to differentiate themselves, but ever since they did that, they overdo it sometimes, and it just doesn't cross right, especially in this entry. This is also an entry where most of the stuff is very progressive in terms of like.
Guess they couldn't hack it.
It's very progressive in terms of like how characters are made, how jokes are made, and all that stuff. So if you don't like the progressive type movement, it's kind of disheartening to see. But to me, there's a good balance. I just wish some of the characters maintained the way they look instead of like forcing ponytails. A lot of the male characters are like, they have ponytails on their head, and I don't understand why. It just seems like it just doesn't seem right to me. It just doesn't look good at all. And I think a great example of that is Marcus. Like, he didn't have to have the redesign. He looked fine the way he was. I hope he'd stay the way he was, because now He's like the only male character in the whole entire like main staff. But no, they put a ponytail on his head. I don't know. It's just weird. I just hope that the series doesn't swing the pendulum too far into progressive ideas. It tries to strike a balance of how both of those things are needed. We don't have to be so.
Glad you're with us, Vault Hunter.
I don't. It. I just hope the main cast in the next game, in like Borderlands 4, gets shaken up a bit with some male characters. We have Marcus. I saw that there was like a African American or African nationality guy gonna come in. So stuff like that is good.
Hey there!
It's just in this game, it just felt like too much, a bit too much on the. Well, it wasn't too much, but there is a lot of like preaches. There's a lot of stuff that questions writing in this game a lot. So hopefully, the writing is better, and in the DLCs, I see that the writing is better. That's the main thing with this game. The main game, while serviceable, it can drag on a bit, and by like chapter 16, 17, you just want it to be over. I kind of wanted it to be over when you kill Troy, because then they could have gone back to the drawing board with Kyrene and actually make her a good villain with a good motivation, or kind of make it so that she forms a more status types in terms of her stick. Because her main stick is basically just, I'm an annoying personality that wants to take over everything. But at the end of the day, it's like, well, there's nothing else to you other than that. And they just fumble the ball of making it so believable that people can just not die because of weird coincidences that makes the villain feel like an idiot. Irene in particular just feels like an idiot. You don't feel like she's a good villain at all. So, contrast to this stuff like Pretty Boy or Butcher Rose. Butcher Rose in this game, and even to extent the second DLC, like all the DLCs, like main villains, feel more thought out and feel more meticulous in the sense that they were not positioned in a place where
You look tough. We're friends now.
we're not positioned in a place where they felt like stupid. I want that to continue. I hope they can continue. Whatever type of villain. And this game, in terms of gameplay, it's very refined. There's a lot more movement options. Problem is, your build is kind of It can get creative only if you know intricate systems, and the problem is anointments kind of hinder your build if you don't have the right ones. So, can you kill everything with my build that I did there? Yeah, it took a while, but I did it. I killed a raid boss at Mayhem 11, and it's fine. In terms of the Mayhem system, a lot of the problem with the Mayhem system is a lot of the hindrances are a bit too annoying to deal with. They pop up way too often. Death is a prime example of that, where he just shows up way too often to make it enjoyable to play. Another one is the spinners. Spinners said it every once in a while, but it does it every time. Basically every time it can. It just procs so many times in a row that it's ridiculous. Good ones though, like roguelite, I feel is a good modifier.
Don't worry.
It makes it so that you're more concerned about how health gate works and more concerned about what you can do in terms of keeping your health gate up. Because when you die, like, there is no saving. So that's kind of cool. Another one that's cool is basically anything that has resistance type stuff. But it seems like the resistance stuff is kind of rigged to be resistant to a resistance that you mostly use. So if it seemed more truly random, it would be a good system. Another one that's kind of cool is the buddy one, where there's either like a health regening buddy or an invincible one. That's kind of cool. It's not that annoying. Another one that's kind of cool is like when you kill an enemy, something pops out of them. That's pretty cool. It goes away after a time. I know it's a new thing that they tried because overpowered levels didn't work out that well. Overpowered levels like take forever to unlock. So I'm glad they tried something different, and it has its good points, and it just has its bad points as well. I guess the main thing is most of the people didn't like most of the rerolls that they were doing. So I guess if they had a full list in the next game, that could help out. There's a lot of good improvements of quality of life too, like the lost loot machine. Kind of like that. It's a good addition. Customizations, it's still hit or miss. It just seems useless because it's a first-person game, so it's like I'm not gonna see my character at all. So why do they exist in the game? I have no idea. It's just it's kind of nicer that the emotes make it so that you can see your character more, but it's mostly facilitated for co-op play. Once like other things, sound design is pretty good, but music is mostly anything to write home about. What else here? I have a lot of mixed feelings about this game. Like, it just feels kind of in between two things that I don't really want to have.
You serious? Don't touch that! It's an incredibly expensive, dangerous
I just don't want this game to be ridiculous and a disaster, so to speak. I want this game to find a good balance between keeping the feeling of masculinity and how it's good and use it to its advantage. Use it in a way that's good and not have
We all cooped up in here.
like. You see, there was a problem like when all this started changing, where people were like, "It's all men, it's all catered towards men," but then they go the other way. Now it's like there's a woman as a quest giver, like every step that you take. There's a disabled person in a wheelchair. When this is like supposed to be a futuristic world, that doesn't really make sense. And while there was disabled type people like TK Baha in the first game, where he was completely blind, I just don't want it to go so far to a pathway where
As the kids, metaphorically speaking.
I don't just feel comfortable playing this game. And I feel like that's a challenge developers have to face. If you want true diversity, true balance, you have to be in the middle and stop pushing everything in one direction. And I hope that overall Borderlands 4 does that. See. Well, we shall see. So, for this game, some positives: gameplay really good, builds really dynamic, overall loot and rewards, what's that? Negatives: story is very hit or miss. Leaning towards progressive type ideology when it shouldn't be that, it should be in between. And customization is still okay. Not to mention, some of the Mayhem stuff is not up to snuff in terms of adding difficulty that's required. So those are my 3 pros, those are my 3 cons. Take it as you will. And I hope you enjoyed this. And I hope Moxie just stays the way she is.
Business before pleasure. But we always get to pleasure eventually. I'm freaking sick of this!
But, yeah. Hopefully,
Varkin roasted over
Hopefully
a
it
barrel
doesn't.
fire sounds pretty good right about now.
I should be working out. Oh, you poor thing. I'm freaking sick of this!
Anyway. That's Borderlands 3.
Damn you,
That's the
Tyree
end of the
Calypso!
project.
Damn you!
Irene's dead.
Everyone is staring at me.
Always look up.
Business before pleasure. But we always get to pleasure eventually.
Yep, maybe.
It's all so freaking futile.
Maybe it's time
I
to
just
switch
hope
up
that
my
one day
facial
there's a
hair
game
situation.
that punches at both sides and has true diversity. Because so far, games
Everyone is staring at me.
either go one way
There's
or go
always
the
another
other.
job to do. I'm just as good as that asshole. Why didn't they pick me?
Alright.
Yeah, well, at least I ain't no turd farmer. That's what I should have
Hopefully
said.
they don't change.
Next time.
Business before pleasure, but we always get to pleasure eventually.
That did make me feel better.
I just hope
Lord,
Foxy stays
why
in
won't
the
someone
shoes.
give
I'm
me a mission?
worried about her character. She's
That
a
should
great
be
character.
working
Just
out.
I'm starving!
Oh, you poor thing.
Everyone is staring at me.
Alright. My fears aside, I'm done with this. This is the end of Borderlands 3. Hope you enjoyed the ride. I did everything that I could do. I got all the trophies.
The lost treasure of Aslan de Vega.
Mainly not
Myth
doing the
or
raids
legend?
because
I'm just as good as that asshole.
I don't have
Why
friends.
didn't they pick me?
if I had friends, I would do the raids. But
Everyone is
I
staring
at least
at me.
did everything
Oh, you poor
On-
thing.
the max difficulty for getting the
Bet Lorelei would make a good vault hunter, don't you?
That's all for me. Hopefully, enjoy the ride.
Ah!
See you next time
Not quite right yet.
for a new
Gotta
project.
practice.
My new project is most likely going
That
to be
should
Gears
be
of
working
War.
out.
Gears of War
I
is
should
going
get
to
a
be
hobby.
something
Other than
kind of
lifting.
iffy. I will
There's
try to get
always
the
another
campaign
job to
fun
do.
Stop telling me to do things.
do the run. Hopefully, I have a
Yeah, I
friend
killed
to
a few
help us with
bandits.
that.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
The main thing is
Sure could
multiplayer
use
might be
some
streamed.
skag
So, multiplayer is going to be a long ass grind. I have
Focus
to
on the
prepare
plan.
myself for that.
Focus on the plan.
Considering I completed this, it took me over.
Can't wait to slip into something more comfortable later tonight.
Stop telling me to do things.
I could go for some skag milk right about now.